My people, na me be Bena, una ogbonge sister, when they bring better story come una way about climate change, environmental issues, sustainability issues, and generally I go say na me dey bring matter wey una go fit know wetin dey happen about climate change and how e take affect all of us, that's we the masses, so that all of us fit put head, know wetin dey go on and resolve the issue. So today matter na say I wan talk about wetin oyibo dey say how we go take mitigate climate change with our everyday lifestyles. Wetin mitigation mean say na say how we go take reduce the effect of climate change, not only the effect, how we go take even reduce contribution, that's how we go take reduce climate change with our own action, so that e no go dey affect us as e dey affect before, and so that we no go continue to dey contribute to increase the greenhouse gas emission. That's the oyibo go call na greenhouse gas dem dey call am, but I go call am here say we no go contribute to dey put dangerous gases, that's pollution. We no go continue to dey pollute the environment. So I know say anytime when dem go tell you say hey, climate change, you go see say this matter abeg no be me o, na government go come do am for me, na corporations go come handle this matter. But no, I don come tell you say this issue of climate change now, you and me, everybody, we get one part or the other to play. And if we come together as a party, we contribute our part every day by day, we go see say this issue of climate change, we go join hand take reduce am. So today talk na how we go fit do am with our everyday lifestyles. That's you and me, all of us, how we go fit contribute. So there are some ways when we fit contribute take reduce this climate change. So I go start with number one. Number one, I go say make we dey drive less. E don dey on record say carbon dioxide, that's CO2, when we dey drive, all these vehicles, all this exhaust, they produce huge high number of carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide transportation alone, e dey contribute quarter of the carbon dioxide, the emission globally. Transportation takes quarter of it. Na transportation dey carry quarter. So wetin e mean be say if we reduce how we take dey do this transportation, we go fit contribute to the reduction of climate change. We go fit mitigate am. So how can we do this? Firstly, I go say drive less. So wetin we fit do say we fit take a walk. Maybe you wan go that shop go buy one small thing, and you see say the shop sef e no too far, you fit take your leg waka go. I go encourage you say make we waka go instead of driving, because even by walking sef, not only are you reducing, not be only say you dey reduce climate change, you also dey exercise your body when e good, because sedentary lifestyle sef we don see am say e no too good for our body. If you no wan drive, you fit use bicycle. Bicycle no dey bring out e no dey use fossil fuel, so e no dey cause pollution. That na also another form of exercise. If the place far pass wetin you fit waka, you fit use bicycle. Another one wey we fit do be say we fit use public transport. I know say e good make everybody get car for convenience sake, but sometimes instead of you to go work, just drive down, drive back, you fit use public transport. By using that, e mean say you dey join other people when they go similar direction, so there are fewer vehicles on the road. So when fewer vehicles dey for the road, carbon dioxide production go reduce, and by doing that, you dey contribute your little quota to take resolve this climate change. If you no wan join bus because you feel say e too dey discomforting, no dey convenient, how about your friends? You get friends, maybe when una two, all of una dey work for office, all of una dey go the same church. Why don't you, maybe sometimes you fit say okay, una join hand together. Maybe if the car fit carry 5 people and 5 of una get car, una fit rotate am. Today they use this person car, all of una enter, una contribute, buy fuel for the person, go work, one una dey come back, the same thing. Tomorrow they rotate and use this another person car. Na so instead of 5 cars to be on the road, na only 1 car go come dey on the road. By doing that, we dey contribute to reducing, we dey contribute our quota towards reducing this greenhouse gases when oyibo dey call when they lead to climate change. And we go cut down on carbon dioxide globally, and that one go improve our environment and our health also. Another one when I go talk about na reduce food waste. Sometimes all this perishable food we go buy am plenty. Maybe you go shop, go buy plenty vegetables. Vegetables like this, when you buy finish, you no use am, before you see, e don dey spoil. We no even chop am. The next thing we go do, we go throway am. By the time we throway this kind food like this, before we see, this food when we throway am, they go enter ground, yes, they go rot ten. When they rot like this finish, e dey produce methane, which is another powerful greenhouse gas emission. So if we dey buy food, make we reduce the way we dey waste am. So make we buy wetin we go fit consume, we and our family, so that we no go dey, more food no go dey go down to waste. And by the time we dey buy only wetin food when we need, that's perishable goods. So you fit buy plenty for the ones wey no dey perish, and you know say you go fit chop am, you and your family. I dey talk of the ones when we know say the tomatoes, pepper, small time say e don spoil, e don throway am, bread, all those, you go buy the one una go fit chop. And by doing that, you are not only saving the climate, not be only say you dey save climate, you also dey reduce wastage, you also dey save your money. So that na another way we fit contribute. Another way wey we fit contribute na say na this thing wey dem dey call reuse and recycle. Wetin that one mean be say, some of these things when we get, we see say they never even spoil, we don go buy new one. We forget say all these things when we dey buy, they produce am. And production, sometimes when all these goods they produce am, as the companies, the industry, sometimes as they produce and they emit greenhouse gases, when they end up, they pollute our environment. So if me and you, instead of us to just buy one dress, we wear and finish because we want go party or one bed, we go say no, we no want make them see us with this dress 2 times, we rush go buy another one. Before you see, you are just causing, that's production, the cost of production to buy those new dresses. They emit carbon dioxide, they emit greenhouse gases. So how about if we reuse our item? You get this fine shoe, this fine bag since 2-3 months ago. You say, sure, although the bag never spoil, the shoe never spoil, you say, sure, now so this shoe that they see me with. My brother, my sister, if the thing never spoil, we fit continue to dey use them. We go use them well till maybe it spoil before we go fit buy new one. Because as we dey use, dey throw away, we know they use them where they keep them now. Make we remember say the production when they produce these things, so it dey cause climate change too. It dey affect us one way or the other. Then we fit recycle old items. Maybe you get this bottle, you get this electronics, you get this thing, when you know say it don old, you can recycle it. By recycling am mean say you will carry and go drop, so that they go fit use some of the parts to make another new one. Instead of the company to start making the product from the scratch, you already have some of the materials of the part of the things when you don't want recycle, so they go take from there. So by doing like that, you go see say the climate change we dey fit reduce am, because the company not dey start production from the beginning again. Another way when we go fit stay to reduce climate change na say we need to dey switch to use renewable energy. Renewable energy na things wey be say e not be fossil fuel dey use. E dey use natural means. That's na natural means e take dey generate e kind of energy. So that one, an example when dey common to all of us, a common source na solar. Especially those of us when we dey live for area when hot. Solar na a clean source of energy. By using solar instead of fossil fuel, instead of all these generator, all these things, if you fit construct solar panel like this, the thing go dey get energy through the sun. And by getting am through the sun, you no go need to dey burn fuel, and you no go need to on generator. Before you see, all of us, we don dey contribute our small quota to reduce climate change. Another one again say we fit even switch to a sustainable transport means. Wetin that one mean be say there are some most vehicles now na petrol and diesel that they use. which is fossil fuel. But we get some kind of vehicles when be say they fit use electricity, and when they use electricity like this, they move. Yes, it's expensive, but if money dey to buy, na good one to invest in. If they use electricity like this, we go come see am say the emission no dey too much. The carbon dioxide, when the dangerous gases when the vehicles go dey emit for the as we dey drive, e reduce. Then another thing wey we fit be say we fit reduce the way we dey fly plane. I know say plane, when you enter plane, if it's where possible, that's where it dey necessary, instead of you to comot just say hey, you wan go one small place when e no too far, you just use plane. How about we driving down or taking public transport, which is very good, which is better, because plane emits a lot of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. So by reducing the way we fly, we can say okay, instead of flying very frequently, we can reduce it yearly to an amount of time by thinking environmentally friendly actions, by doing things when we know say go help the environment. Then another one when we fit do to reduce this climate change na say we fit conserve energy. And you go ask me how. To conserve energy no hard. We fit do this one by turning off our electronics. We fit off am. Let's say you no dey watch TV. Some of us we go leave TV sleep till morning. No, we fit off am if you know say you no dey use things like your TV, your television, your radio, even laptops, even light bulbs. Sometimes some of us we go just on the lights waka comot. We forget say those lights now na electricity, na to generate am dem dey take energy. And by doing things like by leaving those things on, the energy when they don generate dey waste. So you no dey save energy, and all of these things dey lead to climate change. Again, we fit even change to a more energy efficient things like light bulbs when they conserve energy. An example na LED bulbs. I think sometimes maybe fluorescent, the way we go know am for pidgin. So when you know say you fit use those ones to conserve the energy, and when you know dey use am, you wan comot for the room, instead of you to just stay, e go good make you put am off before you comot. Then another one when be say we fit take reduce climate change na say pollution, na say we go our water. Some of us, as we dey brush teeth, we go just turn on the tap. As we dey brush, the water dey flow. Or when we wan wash plate, we go just on the tap, waste water. No, we need to use this clean water in moderation, because if we leave the tap make e dey run like this, the na electricity, na energy dey take generate that clean water. To even pump am inside your house sef, dey use energy take do all of those things. So if we can conserve it and reduce wastage, if we reduce the way we dey waste am, e go good. And by so doing, we go fit dey contribute our small quota with our everyday life to take dey reduce this climate change. Another one when I wan bring come una way na say we fit reduce this climate change through we go protect forests. We go ensure say nature fit absorb carbon dioxide. So how we take dey do am? We go plant trees. You know say for one of my earlier this thing, I don explain say forests dey act, all these trees dey act as natural carbon stores. Na so God do am. So they take in carbon dioxide generally into them, so they save them. They help us, they purify the environment. So if we encourage, we dey plant trees, we dey plant for around, that's we dey think green to make sure say our environment dey green. By doing like that, we go see say we dey do steps. The carbon dioxide, the trees go dey take in carbon dioxide, they give us the one when we want, oxygen, and everywhere go good. We don't notice am say sometimes when sun hot well, you pass on that tree, everywhere go cool. We go dey use am dey do shade. Na the work when trees dey do be that. So make we know say, make we do our best not to dey destroy trees, not to dey burn forests, not to dey cut down trees, but instead make we dey look towards and ensure say we dey plant trees, because all these trees fit help us taking all this carbon dioxide comot for our environment yanfu. Another one wey don come again na say make we reduce plastic. You see, plastic, all this plastic when we dey see so, they are made of oil, from oil and gas most times. And sometimes the process to make am to turn oil into plastic those kind of process, they very carbon intense. That's it, they produce plenty carbon. So we fix, then even when we don't use the plastic finish, when we can't throw away them, so for the plastic to even break down, to decay, it dey take time. And sometimes, most of the time, we go end up burning the plastic. All these things could contribute to the emission for the pollution when we dey see. So all these things go contribute. So some of all these plastics sef, before we see, they go find their way into the ocean. And when they enter ocean now, fish go chop am, causing pollution. E go destroy the nature, that's the habitat of the ocean. All these things no good. So for both land and sea, we don see say plastic no good. And one example of plastic when everybody dey use na this polythene bag. They dey call am cellophane, plastic bag. We can reuse those things. So instead of the one when you buy, you used to go buy food stuff for shop yesterday, instead of you to just see am, e never tear, nothing do am, you just throw am for dustbin. No, you fit keep am. Tomorrow when you go that shop again, not tell them say you no want cellophane, you go reuse am. You go continue to dey reuse that one until e spoil. So we no go just use once, when e never spoil, we throw am for anywhere. Make we see how we go fit reduce am. And again, you fit get the durable plastic bags when no dey spoil. So if you go market, instead of you to put things different, you buy maggi, you say put am for cellophane, you buy pepper, put am for cellophane, you buy okra, put am. Sometimes you go fit just carry container when you fit put some of these things. All we know say wetin we wan do na say we wan help the climate take reduce pollution. Again, you go fast food, you go restaurants, and you get this takeaway plate for house. You go come go restaurant, you go come say, give me takeaway. How about if we go restaurant, instead of us to ask for takeaway plate again, we carry the ones when we get from house come, so that we go reuse those ones. So by doing that, we dey reduce plastic when be another thing, ogbonge thing, when they cause pollution for the environment. Another way when me and you fit use take reduce this, mitigate this climate change, na say we fit buy local. We fit buy locally grown and manufactured goods. Because sometimes we dey Lagos or we dey Nigeria, we go order goods from abroad. Sometimes we can instead buy these local made goods, because when we dey buy these local made goods, it means say we dey reduce the transportation, that's the emission when go occur from transporting these goods from maybe Dubai to Japan, or from Nigeria to Cameroon. We dey reduce them. Or from Lagos to Asaba, we dey reduce all those transportation means. So if you see say this thing when you wan buy, e dey around you, it's good make you patronize the local stores around you, so that by doing that, you not only dey reduce climate change, you dey build your community, you dey promote commerce around you. So it's a very good thing when we go do, all of us fit do, to reduce climate change. And lastly, another thing when we fit do to reduce climate change na to spread the word. And I be waiting me now, I don't decide say I dey do for una in pidgin English, so that everybody we fit carry everybody along. So today I go tell you say, tell your friends to tell im friends say, all of us fit do our small part every day to make sure say we save our planet. We no go sit down fold hand dey wait for government to come help us. No, na wetin we go fit gather, contribute little things like all these ones I don mention, and any other one when we know say good, when go fit reduce climate change, we fit join hand contribute am to make our world a better place for all of us and our children to live in. Until I come una way next time, I go say stay well and bye.